Good evening, family. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime, and tonight I missed y'all. First of all, I missed y'all yesterday. Sometimes, date nights are required in a healthy, happy relationship, and so I got in late, made that short real quick. But thank you to everybody that watched that short, even though I continue to show this awesome toy over and over and over. To me, again, one of the greatest Starscream toys ever made. I actually had a video planned last night, but like I said, time got away from me. It was super late. Anyway, so what's going on? Apparently, the only thing we got to look at today, and I'm sure y'all have seen it already, is this Alpha Trion upgrade kit. Now, he comes with a whole bunch of gap fillers, comes with a new quill, a new sword, staff, whatever, some new wings, I think new hands from the looks of it. I'm guessing so that he can hold the Covenant of Promise a little teeny bit better. But the funny thing is, they done gave this man a beard. I want to know how that attaches. Because it doesn't look like it's a new head that comes with him. Like I don't know. I'm not getting it because I know inevitably Hasbro will release this same Alpha Trion in his old man mode with the beard and the goatee later on down the line. And to be honest with you, I like young Alpha. I do. I like young Alpha with the Age of the Primes. I think it's fun. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, I really don't do too many upgrade kits unless it's something really, really necessary. I saw a video earlier today, and this young man hit the nail on the head. He said, look, upgrade kits should not be made. Hasbro just needs to make them better. And he is absolutely right. And I tell you this, if they did do all of this with the toy in the original first case, Alpha Trion and the rest of them would end up being like $59.99. Fun fact, yeah, by the way, somebody had asked me how much this will. Imagine how much this would be right now. This is probably $130 right now. I paid 25 United States dollars for this at Toys R Us in like 2005, I want to say 5, 6, I don't know, I don't remember, but it was the early 2000s. $25. And yeah, he doesn't have ankle tilt, but he does have, lights that still work. Still. You know what I mean? Them watch batteries be putting in work. But yeah, let's put that down and stop playing with it. But, which brings me to what I wanted to talk about. Speaking of Starscream, shout out to Black Starscream. Who remembers this? And how awesome this could have been. Did any of y'all buy this? I fell hook, line, and sinker for Reactivate. I did. I fell hook, line. I was like, it's definitely coming out. It's definitely coming. I was making a video about it every night, every chance we got. Ran out, bought all 4 of these guys thinking, oh yeah, they got the toys out. They would never put a toy out and not put the game out. Talking to you, Hasbro. What happened to our games? Speaking of, what happened to the games? Activision was acquired like a year ago, and they had this list, and somebody said that I made the list myself. Idiot. No, I did. I ain't got time to make lists. But they was like, yeah, they had this list from Activision. And I guess eventually, obviously, it turned out to be fake because we still don't have the games. But it was like they were going to do the movie games again and all that stuff. And we were just waiting on the acquisition. Fell through. And then next thing you know, Reactivate fell through. Remember Hasbro said they were making a game that was a new IP. Have you heard whatever happened to that? Not that we care, because it doesn't have these in them. But these toys, hold on, this one. And the most hateful one. Why do I call him the most hateful? Because transforming him, getting let's just do it. Here, let's just do it together. You gotta take and watch it work seamlessly this time, maybe. Okay, so with Reactivate Bumblebee, everything is tucked underneath of this little bug, which is great, but it's got to be exactly right. But that's not the problem. The problem lies within when you go to, I forgot about that. That folds The front wheels all go into the, yeah. Okay, and then they around to the back. All right, it's been a minute since this was one of my most hateful toys ever to me. I'll figure out what to do with that in a second. Oh, yeah. That goes in. So that doesn't go there. Everything's great. It just popped off. That's it. Come on. Yeah, that. Now you understand. But trying to get, if I could get this part on real quick, hold on. Okay. That goes in there, and then that part comes down. Foot down, wheel goes inside, and then that wheel comes down. Okay, there. Now, here's the hateful part. Here's his head. See his head? Here's where it has to come through. Here's the clearance. Can you see that? Right. So get the arms out of the way. Get that out of the way. It bends at this point right here. And then, I hate you. I hate you. Oh, wait, no. That's not it. That's not it. It's got to come through there. Yeah, okay. See this clearance? Look at that. Get that through there. And then, yeah, get that down to here. Bend that. See what I mean? It's a pain. He is in total, absolute pain. Okay, and then that comes up. I hate you with a passion. That's not right. See that now you understand what I'm saying. This is just not a fun why is that even? Now I gotta go look at the box and watch an MGO episode just to, oh yeah, because I'm doing it back. Okay, yes, all that needs to come through there. That folds under, that goes in there. And then, see what I mean? The whole clearance thing, this has to come around all the way backwards and then get through that part. Did y'all heard that, right? That part. And then, hold on. Toys we hate, love, but hate and transform. What was that old thing I used to do called? Y'all remember that? How? This, okay, this. How do you get this bumper has to go in between there. This been taking up the whole video just trying to show you how hateful this really is. And I remember like just popping it through, just being like, you know what, whatever. If it breaks, it breaks. But, and there is no easier way. There is no simpler way. I should have had this transformed before I even started the video. Now y'all understand this. Oh, I hate this thing. And I'm sorry. I know I'm usually a nice, happy person until I pull out this Bumblebee. There's a candle burning behind me that y'all don't see that makes my room smell like apples and cinnamon and stuff. I really want to melt this down and just to let it know how much I really hate it. Like I really hate this toy. And that's rare. Like I don't usually, why would you make something so okay, and that doesn't go through there. None of this goes through anything. Hold on for a minute. Are you serious? So all I really had to do was just squeeze it all this time. Still a hateful toy. Still hateful. Still can't stand him. Hate you, Bumblebee. Never did like you in the first place. Why I continue to buy you, I do not know. Okay, there we go. Now we have him all transformed in his I will never be in a video game body again, okay? Now, they had such potential, so much potential with this thing. Look, he's grown up now, unlike Wheelie, who will never grow up. And he had two little guns that stay on his shoulders there and a little case up there. But like the engineering was just so, it's clean. Once you get him here, he's okay. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna put him back in his bug mode. But now, he was awesome. He was. And he came with Starscream. $89 for both of these. For them to go, we ain't making no game. So you know what? Now this guy, worth it. Worth it. Again, another person that I'm not a huge Optimus Prime fan, but this one was something different. Now he's not nowhere near as bad to transform. Yes, he does have ankle tilt. For this to have been a toy that they have been producing since what, 2018, something crazy. And obviously he does have his Matrix inside of there. Old grown Optimus face. Look at that face. He'd been through something. Or was going to, but we don't have the game, so nobody knows. Awesome. And now Optimus came with Soundwave. And yes, I know I made a video last week called Every Soundwave Transforms the Same. Now, ain't no radio in this. And look at that, though. Look at that. Dark, evil, his gun's on his back like it's supposed to be, well, in homage to, no, the chest does not open. Chest does not open. There are no birds that'll fly out, even though Reactivate had schematics for Laserbeak and Buzzsaw, I believe. But I definitely remember seeing Laserbeak for Reactivate was supposed to come out also. But yeah, these wasn't going to store in there. This is a whole SUV. And again, dope designs. Here, let me show you the box real quick. Look at that. Look at that. Try to get the glare off of it. That was amazing. And that Optimus with the dirty grill, with the dirty fork in the front, you know what I mean? Like that is not what it looked like. That's a lie. Now you would have thought that I had stared at this the day I bought it, but I was probably too busy in tears of happiness because I got it. Only GameStop and Amazon were the only ones to carry this. I found the first one. I remember getting this one from Amazon, but they didn't have the other pack. These people, they even had the nerve to put the game pictures on the bottom. For what? You know what I mean? But look, the boxes were dope. Boxes were different. But meanwhile, while y'all are doing retools and reissues and finishing up 86 and 84 and everything else, what happened to Reactivate? What happened to the Ironhide and the Ratchet that we were supposed to get? Oh, that's right. Concept series from the game that you'll never play. Y'all crazy. Y'all, you miss me with all of that. I was hot. Now, at the same time, are these collector's items? They are now, because the game will never see the light of day. Never. Is that one of my favorite Starscreams ever? Yes. Look at this wing gray, this one's black and damaged. This arm is shaped like this. This blaster's been chewed up on. And that's how it came. Like, that was the cool thing about it. It was no symmetry to these. You know what I mean? Like, one kneecap might bend a little bit, or one might be gold, one might be, you know what I mean? Like, it was so, look at his hips. One red, one black. Black wing, gray wing. You know what I mean? Like, man, the potential y'all almost had. Almost. And his transformation is just as fun. Matter of fact, that'll be tonight's short. But like the wings and the way he looks. But you know what I did with him? I put him in the new Transformers 1 area, which is now right there. The poster has been condensed to fit in there with the boxes of Orion Pax and D16 and Alita and everybody are all that now. They're all a part of the house. Everybody stays out there trying to make room. Okay. Yes, a lot of y'all have asked how the Unicron situation is going. It's just keep your hands together. It's going. Now, finally, as far as that is concerned, let's get that Starscream out of the way and roll Big Star. I love that one because it even rolls. But someone had asked, 14th Prime, where would you put a 27-inch toy in your room? I just don't see it. I don't see where you could. That's because you're not here. Oh, there's room. There's room. And for something like that, you make room. Okay? But, yeah, hold on. Let's spin this way. There's the Age of the Primes and the new movie posters now up there. They all moved. There's everybody else all still chilling. Now, one option would be to take this and put it down there. Or take this and put it right there. Which is actually y'all ain't seen that yet. That's the garage diorama I had built a while ago for cool vehicles, okay? So, in my computer, my candle, but looky here. Yeah, I got room. That's a whole table in there. My son's little extra computer on the floor. My Transformers sweaters are hanging. My gun has a place. And yes, that is Kingpin, Spawn, and Spider-Man just hanging out back there. I do have other toys. I just don't. But yeah, and there's a light in there. I took the doors off. You can't tell, but there's a shade of purple going around it. But yeah, he would go right on that table, and where that bar is where his head would come. And then behind me, if you've never been to the channel before and it's your first time in, welcome family. But there is my Rise of the Beast shelf and Rise of the Beast memorabilia from the dopest Transformers hip-hop movie ever. And I say that not because of the soundtrack. I say that because of the songs that were played in the beginning. Not that on God song, not that. Not that. I'm talking about the Nas, the Wu-Tang, the Diggable Planets, those songs. Not the dude that was in it. No offense to you, Toby Nagang. If you watching, no offense to you. I'm just not a fan. And your music's great and soulful. Wonderful. Just not for me. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I want to talk to you about this evening. What happens with Reactivate? What do you do with your Reactivate toys? Like I said, I use Starscream in the Transformers 1 area. I use Soundwave in the Transformers 1 area. Optimus goes on the shelf of Optimuses, and Bumblebee sits in a closet somewhere far, far away, so I don't have to look at it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's your buddy, the 14th Prime. Let me know in the comments, did you buy Reactivate? Were you mad when you found out it was not happening? Because I sure was. But hey, it's okay. There's plenty of games on the PlayStation that resemble Robot kind of enough. Project Nimbus. Check out Project Nimbus. Sponsored, not sponsored. Project Nimbus is a Gundam-style game, somewhat. It's like, and everyone has said this. It's Ace Combat, but with a mech. If Ace Combat and Armored Core had a baby, it would be Project Nimbus. On sale right now on PlayStation for $7.99. That's right, the money don't stop. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime.